Hamilton home sales plunge while housing supply skyrockets. Is this the crash that we've all been waiting for? Well, that's exactly what we dive into as we go over the Hamilton housing stats for June 2024. If you've been considering buying a house, I want to hear from you. Are you still waiting for rates to come down further, or are you seeing opportunity in the market as things start to slow down? Let me know in the comments. My name is Morgan Little. I'm a realtor here in Hamilton who specializes in first-time home buyers, especially those moving from Toronto to Hamilton as I once did. If there's ever anything I can do to help in your journey, feel free to book a call using the Calendly link below, and I look forward to connecting. Now, let's take a look at the Hamilton and Burlington housing market, starting with a press release from the Realtors Association of Hamilton and Burlington titled "Rising Supply Levels Weigh on Housing Prices," where they state that sales in June continued declining compared to the previous month and that same period last year, with 835 sales across the entire Hamilton-Burlington region recorded this month. They remain below long-term averages and are consistent with the lower figures observed in recent years. This slowdown in sales is evident across all property types and in every area within the region. So this is happening across the board, including in Toronto, where I recently did a market update video as well. You can watch that here. Now let's jump into the numbers so you can determine your best course of action moving forward, starting with Hamilton, and then we'll talk about Burlington. Starting with sales, or rather the decline in sales. There were 495 sales in June 2024, a 25% drop compared to last year and down from 637 in May 2024. That's a noticeable decline. And because the number of sales are down, it only makes sense that the number of new listings that came onto the market in June is up almost 7.5% from last year, sitting at 1,264 compared to the 1,173 in 2023, where we really started seeing the increase in interest rates at that point. And now this year we're waiting for the opposite to happen as people are sitting on the sidelines waiting for interest rates to come down in a more dramatic fashion after we had the first decrease of 25 basis points. If this describes you, let me know in the comments below. Now let's talk inventory. These new listings are of course adding to the total inventory, which now stands at almost 2,000, up a staggering 55% from the same time last year. This is added to the months of inventory, which have more than doubled from last year to 3.9 months, essentially putting us in balanced market territory. Now, if you're not familiar, months of inventory is used as an indicator of what type of market we're in. Anything under 3 months would be a seller's market, and where we've been for the last number of years, 3 to 6 months would be a balanced market, which is where we'd like to be ideally, and then anything over 6 months would be a buyer's market, something we have not seen for quite a while. And the average days a home sat on market in June was 25.2, up almost 28% from last year. Now, everyone's favorite topic, prices. The average home price has remained relatively unchanged year over year at $831,190, up by just 0.4% from June 2023, and still up from May 2024's $817,283. So we're not yet seeing the effect of increased inventory in the average sale price yet. I think we will likely start to see that come down if the number of sales continue in this downward trend, which is good news for buyers, especially if you're moving from Toronto to Hamilton. Now, keep in mind that prices vary significantly by region and asset class. Detached homes average $844,000, down 3%, while condos are experiencing a more noticeable price drop with an average of $469,000. Condos have been hit the hardest overall and have seen the largest drop in sales, down 31%, and have the highest inventory of 6.7 months of supply, making it more of a buyer's market, like I mentioned. But we're seeing it everywhere in the sales department. Detached homes are down 20%, but inventory is up 50%. Townhomes, significant inventory increases are happening there, nearly double last year's levels, with 3.9 months of supply, indicating a balanced market. And in terms of region, Hamilton Mountain has seen the highest sales activity, as would probably be expected, and we're still in more of a seller's market in that area, whereas Central Hamilton, East and West are seeing declines of about 40% in the number of sales. Let's do a brief overview of Burlington, which is seeing similar action across the bridge, albeit at a higher price point. We saw 199 sales in June, which is down almost 30% from last year and down from 242 in May, continuing this downward trend. New listings are down 3.5% from last year, which differs from the increase we're seeing in many other communities. So it looks like sellers are potentially maybe getting the hint that now may not be the best time to sell if you don't have to. Though the overall inventory has been on the rise since sales are down, up a whopping 73.4% from June 2023 to 593 homes and up from 542 last month. The 3 months of inventory puts us on the edge of a balanced market, but check this out, it is up 141.4% from the same time last year. Wow! With the 20.3 average days on market and an average price of $1,215,419, which is actually up 4% from last year and up from $1,167,717 last month. So prices have not really come down in beautiful Burlington. What does this all mean for you? Well, for buyers, this means taking your time, likely no bidding wars, and having offers that can include financing and inspection clauses. What a concept, right? The Toronto Real Estate Board is suggesting that buyers will want to see 100 basis points or more reduction in the interest rate before they feel comfortable jumping back in. Is that how you feel? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments, as this could take many months and multiple rate cuts before we get to that point. Now, for sellers, it's time to focus on competitive pricing and high quality marketing to stand out in a market with rising inventory. And this means choosing the right realtor to work with who puts a value on staging and marketing your home the right way. Canada recently released the latest inflation numbers, and we seem to be headed in the right direction. Also, the Bank of Canada has another interest rate announcement coming at the end of July, so we will have to see if these cooling inflation numbers will have an impact on the Bank of Canada's decision to cut interest rates or not. Be sure to stay tuned to the channel for more progress on that. I hope this video has been a help to you. If there's ever anything I can do, feel free to book a call using the link below, even if you just want to pick my brain. Till then, see you on the next one.